Yeah. All right, you guys can hear me. All right. I forgot my mic wasn't plugged in. Thank you, Rock Jim. I forgot my mic wasn't plugged in. So I was like, uh-oh. So I had to plug it in real fast. Rock Jam starting out the night with 20 bucks. Thank you so much. Much, much, much appreciated. Don't forget, guys, you can also use Cash App, which is also much appreciated, and memberships. And let me run my little banner. Uh, there we go. We can do the banner. Either or. If the banner gets annoying, let me know. So, how you guys doing tonight? Hey, Criminal Med. I didn't watch it, but one thing I did realize today, I don't want to fucking hear anybody's commentary anymore. I'm starting to get really aggravated and I find myself yelling at my screen like, shut the fuck up already. I just want to hear it. Like, I know a lot of people like the commentary, but it's kind of overkill lately. Like, I don't need to know your commentary on every single fucking word. So yeah, so I ended up turning it off. I put on Law and Crime for a little while, but then I got busy, so I wasn't really paying attention. But Patreon showed me what actually happened today with the 2 mile whatever. So fucking stupid. They are just so dumb. Even I was listening to Emily Baker, who I normally like, but it was just like fucking overkill. Like if the guy breathed, she gave commentary on it. It was just too much lately. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old. I don't know. um, but it was just like too much already. I was like, yeah, not, no, sorry, can't do it. I just can't. And no offense to her. I usually love her. It was just too much. So, let me say hi, Rock Jam, Criminal Med. I know Annie was the first one in the house. Sly's here. What's up? What's up? Let me make this known so everybody's clear. Trolls will not be acknowledged at all unless you pay me. If you want to send me a super chat, I'll be more than happy to read your comment. But if you don't pay, then you're just going to get deleted and nobody's going to see it and nobody's going to read it and nobody's going to acknowledge it. So, again, if you want to troll me or say something negative or say something stupid, you're going to pay me. And that's it. And that's the only way that you will get acknowledged from here on out. So, there's that. I let me just tell you guys, I'm making Sage a table, a nightstand, and I'm basing it on this one that I found that's like $600. She loves it, so I'm excited. It's like half done already. But then I'm like, holy shit, I got to get these candle orders out. So, but since I didn't go live yesterday and I already got yelled at for not going live yesterday from Bad Wolf, I thought you were going to go live yesterday. You said you were going live on Memorial Day. So that's why I'm like, I can't go 2 nights in a row without not going live. So here we are. And I hope everyone had a wonderful Memorial Day. I spent the day working on my table, trying to get really good with wood stuff. No, that's a good idea though, Criminal Med, but no, she needs a nightstand. So I found one from Pottery Barn that I happen to have this wood left over. He's not even coming in, right, Sly? He just sent me a message. Yeah, I doubt I'm gonna be awake much longer. Yeah, let me just tell you guys. I went on late tonight because I was watching that fucking train wreck over on Lolcow Queens. Oh my god. What a fucking train wreck. With Tina D, although she said some really good stuff, but her and Becky are fighting. Yeah, Becky's too much. She's fucking overkill. And then Boogie came on and Boogie's fighting. It was a total train wreck. So that's why I'm late. So I apologize. I plan on going live at like 7:30. and just got totally sidetracked. And then you gotta hear what I did with dinner. So, I made this, like, organic noodles with, steak fajita meat and then a coffee candle, there is actually, um, and, like, vegetables, and it was almost like a stir fry. So, it's really good, I have all the right stuff in it. I get to the end, I went to put in just a half a teaspoon of soy sauce, and I ended up pouring in, like, a quarter of a cup. Thank God it didn't ruin it too badly, but it kinda changed it. So, I only had a couple of bites, but I was starving, and I can't believe I ruined it. I was so fucking mad. I was like, "I'm such a dick. The fuck?" So, yeah. So, there's that, but at least I put something in my stomach. There you are, bad wolfie. How are you? Alright. So, let's get into this, and then I'm moving on. But I've been thinking about this for a while. When I say a while, I mean, like, couple of hours. And by the way, Sinner's live today, I wish I could remember. He said something about Wispy that was so fucking on point and so funny, and I can't remember it. And I was sanding something down when I heard it, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh, man, I should write this down. I gotta fucking remember this." And I can't remember what it was, but it was just so good. It was classic, and it fit her to a T. But, of course, I forgot what it was because I was sanding when I found it. Alright. So, the other night when I had Tara on, the whistleblower, I was talking to somebody who I love very much, who I respect very much, and she said something to me that's been sitting in my head for, what, 2, 3 days now? And we spoke about it a couple of times, yesterday, the day before. And she had said to me, "Why don't you just fucking ask them, like, is what can you do to fucking end this beef?" And I thought about it. I'm like, "You know what? I don't give a fuck anymore. That's what they don't get. I don't care. I did nothing to them. You wanna harbor this anger towards me for 2, 3, 4 years? That's on you. That's not on me." So I've been thinking about it, and something happened this morning, which I'll get into. I'm not that fake bitch. I could be fake if I was pushed to it. If these people want me to care and want me to acknowledge that I must have hurt them at some point in the last 3 years, that they just can't get the fuck over it, yeah, that's not gonna happen. It's just not. We're all adults. People need to move the fuck on. Now, who are the people that I understand might have an issue? uh, Nobody that I can think of that is nonstop fucking harassing. Okay. Hey, Grandma Rose. For starters, let's start with Tony New York. Okay. Who I believe is the Home Depot account. Tony New York, I lost serious people over her. People in Discord hated her. Gee, they were right, but they hated her. I lost a bunch of people over it. I did absolutely nothing to Tony but have her back. If I hurt her feelings at some point through all of it, okay, and sorry I hurt your feelings. Now move on. Tony left, I don't know, a year or 2 ago? Probably 2 years? I don't know. YouTube time is, like, all fucked up. So I wanna say 2 years ago. And why do you still have a fucking heart on? And the lies that she tells. All I can say is I'm glad she's gone. I'm glad that you're Wispy's fucking problem and not mine. Even after you wrote that shit to Jones in, everything was, "Oh, I didn't write it. That wasn't me, blah, blah, blah." Yes, it was. Stop being a fucking asshole. Yes, it was. We all know it was you. It was traced back to you. Just stop your lies. So once she was gone, hey, Kim, once she was gone, I was very happy she was gone. Kim, it's good to see you, babe. I mention you periodically, Kim. I said, in Kimberly Machowski's eyes, I can do no wrong. I am perfect. Um, but I did. I lost a lot of fucking people for Tony, New York. And I dealt with it. Okay, I understand. People had a problem with Crystal. And they, to this day, I still say it was jealousy on some of them, not all of them. I do say they were jealous of Crystal. And they did everything they could to smash Crystal, smash me, didn't matter. And they let it be known how much they hated Crystal. So once Crystal left, guess who were her best friend or tried to be her best friends? Now, Crystal's not fucking stupid, but they tried, oh, Crystal, Laura's so bad. Laura this, Laura that, Laura this. Laura, shut the fuck up. So I personally, when all this shit went down and they started leaving because I'm so horrible, they didn't want to admit the real reason that she fucking left. Not the real reason she left. I'm sorry. The real reason they left. We all knew why they left. And they tried to blame everything else, but really it came down to Crystal. But then as soon as Crystal left, all of a sudden, "Oh, come here, Crystal, let's coddle you." They're some of the fakest bitches I've ever fucking seen. And you know what? They can be fake. It's not my fucking problem. So a lot of people think, well, they support you and, blah, blah, blah. I have said this years ago. I'm going to say it again. Just because someone may or may not support you financially doesn't mean they own you. There were people on Patreon that did not pay. Capone is one of them. I never gained a dollar from Capone. So you can't say that, oh, I was only after money. It had nothing to do with money because there were people in Patreon that were on a dollar tier. There were people in Patreon that didn't pay. There were people in Patreon that couldn't pay because they were in a financial. Nobody ever knew that. Nobody knew who was, that I let slide or whatever. I mean, everyone knew Capone didn't pay, but no, people used to yell at me, stop letting people go, kick them out, blah, blah, blah. But, me being the horrible person that I am, Tracy's another one. She never paid in Patreon. So when people say, well, you should let people that you should let people you know, people might be mad because you hurt their feelings, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I'm going to tell you guys the same thing that I told this person that I was talking to the other day. These people have made it to the point that I don't give a fuck. I don't care if I once hurt their feelings. I don't care if I did something that they can't get over. I'm sorry. I don't care anymore. And that's on you guys. Because at one point, I really did care. At one point, I was dumbfounded. I was hurt. I was shocked. I was surprised more than just the whistleblowers. But you know what I don't do? I'm not harboring fucking anger. Even though shit went down, I don't harbor this anger. I don't harbor it for any of you. None. And I'm talking the ex-Patreons, ex-mods, whatever. I truly wish the best for all of you, and I wish you would move the fuck on. I am not that special. I mean, to certain people I am, but in the realm of reality, I'm not that fucking special. There is no reason for you people to be harboring fucking hatred like I fucked your husbands. I don't talk about you. I don't worry about you. I don't think about you. I don't go in your lives. I don't troll you. I do nothing. This includes former Patreons, recent Patreons that left, all of them. And it's not because I'm a narcissist. It's you guys have hurt me to the point I don't care anymore. That's what you're not getting. There are certain ex-Patreons that I do still care about, that I still talk to, that some I have on again, off again, whatever. But telling this to one of them the other day really made me realize something. It made me fucking realize that not only do these people make it their problem, but it's like they just need something to hate. They just need someone to hate in order to feel justified in their fucking life. And I'm sorry, I don't do that. If I'm mad at you, I'm mad at you for a minute and I move the fuck on. And everyone knows that. I don't have, even for the people that burn me the most, I don't have hatred for them. I forgive and forget. I mean, would I piss on them if they were on fire? Probably not. But people think I'm fucking stupid. I'm not stupid. That's kind of how I felt this morning, which I'm going to get into that. But it's YouTube. And I do appreciate people that have supported me, past, present, and future. And I do appreciate those who have my back. But one thing I realized, and I don't think I ever realized it until I had this conversation the other night, and I debated talking about it, but I decided to talk about it because I think it's important for everyone to hear, especially people that support me now. Hey, Whistledown. One of the things that I think people forget, yes, money is important. Yes, I need financial support. This is my job. It's one of them. This is my job. I pay the bills. I put food in my kid's mouth with this money. So, yes, financial is important. But being that I am dealing with so many different personalities and so many different points of view, and I'm only one person, emotional support is extremely important towards me. And everybody gets in their what's the word? Everyone gets in their own head and they worry about them. And like I said to someone, and some of you that have been here, you're not included in what I'm about to say. Whistledown. Well, Whistledown, you're not on Patreon. I'm gonna go with Sly, uh, Rock Gem, Sweet Misery, Angel, uh, Amber, not Angel. I don't know why I said Angel. You guys are not included in this. Everyone that's still on Patreon, not included in this. But when everything went down, what I needed the most was support. I needed someone to reach out and say, "Are you okay?" My whole fucking world flipped upside down in that moment. And not one of these people, and again, the ones still here, ignore it. This has nothing to do with you. But I needed one of them before they ran and left to say, "How are you? Are you okay?" But everybody just thought of themselves and not Laura's whole fucking world is being turned upside down right now. Why? What can we do to help her? What can we do to make this better? Even if we're going to leave, what can we do to help make this better for everybody? How do we make this better for her to uh not lose subscribers, members, whatever? But instead, it was a shock and it was, "We're out of here." Okay. But that's why I say financial support come and go, but true supporters will be there. Like, and I'm going to say this right here and I'm going to call this out. Some people, and it's been said to me, some people sometimes don't like Sly Angel's attitude towards them. Okay? Have I ever addressed it? No. You want to know why? Because Sly was the first person to rally behind me. She was the very first person, her and Amber were the first two people that asked me, "Are you okay? What can we do to help? What can we do?" Like they did everything that a supporter fucking does. And they did everything to try to make it okay for me. Sly had a long conversation with me about what I was doing wrong, what I needed to do, and explain to me why. And that meant the world to me. Absolutely the world to me. So, believe me, that's not saying that the two of them were so fucking happy with what happened because they were not. But they took a minute to fucking realize, you know what? Here's someone we support. We need to support her. Even if we don't agree with the action she took, I can't even imagine what she's going through right now. I can't even imagine how she feels right now. They did that. And so did a lot of other people on Patreon. I'm just saying, I'm just using them as example because they're here on every live. Sly Angel, Amber, they may not be here from beginning to end, but they are here on every live. Amber usually comes in towards like halfway to the end. Sly is usually here. Sly is always here in the beginning to middle. And I just think that people and I respect them for that. Like I think Rock Gem came in after though. I'm talking the day it happened. I think Rock Gem came in yeah, she did. She came in a little while after that. I'm talking the first few days that it went down. Patreons that I hadn't spoken to in a while all popped up. Like ones that are still there. We support you. We'll get through this. But I'm saying like my pep talks were Sly and Amber. I'm just going to call her Angel from now on. And that's what I needed from a lot of people. And instead, this one left, that one left, this one left. Some of them gave me their reasons, and some of them left and okay, bye bye. Don't let door hit you in the ass on the way out. And people think that, oh, I'm just a bitch. I was all about money. No, it wasn't. it was about emotional support. It was about people that I know gave me the support that I fucking needed at that time. And that to me means more than any dollar amount. And that's what people don't realize. So I just wanted to give the 2 of them, and I don't wanna leave anyone out, but like I said, I'm specifically naming both of them because they mod all the time. So they're in my lives all the time. Um, Steph is another one who was there. A lot of people were there. So I just wanna make that known. And I truly, truly thank them for doing that, and that's why you'll never see me have a problem with them. I don't say anything to them because when I needed people the most, they stepped up as fast as humanly possible. Why others didn't and they just took off, I don't know. I really don't know. Math Kitty's another one. She stepped up immediately, even though she's not really in Discord. I mean, I don't wanna I can name off 30 people, but they're the ones that people, have said something about. So that's why I'm mentioning it. But I kinda got off topic. But I know that they had nothing but true heart. And again, nobody accepted what I did, but it was about supporting somebody that you support that they saw, okay, she needs support now. And they didn't fail me. And I don't know why others couldn't do that. So when people have this angst about how horrible I am and blah, 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 fuck you. Get over it. Move the fuck on and stop only thinking of yourself because there are two people in this relationship, not just one. And you don't see me crying and going after you and crying, poor me, poor me, poor me. No, I accepted it and I moved on. Plain and simple. And I advise you do the same. So there's one person who I want to address because it seems she doesn't tell the whole story. But I think we're talking about this. There was a mod that I had named Dawn Marie who left 3, 4 years ago or something. I don't know, 3, 4 years ago. Dawn was having money issues, living with her dad, her husband, living in place that I knew well. And she had told me she was having money problems. As I do with other Patreons, drop down to the dollar tier. When things get better, just move it back up. Okay, thank you so much. Because, in Discord, you build a friendship, you build a relationship with people. I would never want money to be the reason why you have to leave, ever. And anyone that's ever dropped down to a dollar spot can tell you that. But I'm not going to hound you to move it back up either. Like, I assume, and most have, that when your money gets better, you'll move it back up to where you were because at that time I mean, it still is, but anything under $10 doesn't get in Discord. But I'm not going to be fucking taken advantage of either. So Dawn Marie was at a dollar spot for a while. Then she opened up her own Discord. Now, we saw where this was going. But she opened up her own Discord and then she started taking some of the mods and some of the mods were in there. All right, whatever. Like she thought I was fucking stupid. Like I didn't know where this was going to end up. But I let it play out. Then I saw her giving super chats to a few different creators. I think it was true crime. It wasn't drama. I'm pretty sure it was true crime. But she was giving super chats. But when I asked her about moving back up, She was like, "Oh, I can't afford it." Bitch, don't fucking play me for stupid. I just watched you give super chats for the last fucking 3 nights, but all of a sudden you can't afford it? Get the fuck out of Patreon. I'm not gonna be taken advantage of. I'm not gonna be made to look like a fucking asshole. I was nice. I let you fucking stay at the dollar slot. Once I saw the super chats, okay, well, I need the more than duty, Ron. And I'm sorry, I don't appreciate you giving fucking super chats to creators, but playing me for a dollar slot. Sorry, no. That's what happened with Dawn Marie. That was the last time I ever spoke to Dawn Marie. Tell me why 3 years later she still talks about me. Why 3 years later she's got this angst towards me. Dawn, this is your problem, not mine. I understand that you're trying to be like super fucking relevant, but it's not going to happen. At least not in my world. I have not thought about you in years. I do not watch you. I do not listen to you. I know, here's what I do know, that you and your little circle have so much motherfucking anger towards me over absolutely nothing. And you all feed on this fucking hatred. Go seek a psychologist, because that's what you need. Not YouTube. You need a fucking psychologist. Janelle pulling up fucking messages from 5, 6 years ago, trying to act like they're fucking relevant. And then Michelle taking the blame for it. Like, what? Why is Michelle covering for Janelle doing these messages? And how do I know it's Janelle? I'll tell you how I know. Crystal made a comment today um in Tracy's live and said, "Well, Michelle's not the one that made the screenshots." Well, let's narrow it down. Math Kitty, who's still a Patreon, so she didn't do it. Tara hasn't been around in 2 months, according to Tara. She didn't do it. Michelle took the blame for it. And Janelle. Those are the only people that were in the group. Like, literally, they're the only ones that are in the group. So, who took it? Had to be one of them. And anyone that was in the group wouldn't have done it because they wouldn't have wanted the names. So, why Michelle is taking credit for this, I have no idea. But I believe Crystal, when she said that the person, she didn't want to say who it was, but I mean, power of deduction, it's kind of obvious. It was Janelle. Janelle follows me on TikTok. Janelle follows me on Instagram. Janelle follows me on Facebook. I mean, I have her blocked. Why? Why are you following me everywhere? You hate me so much. Then why do I keep seeing your name pop up? But here's what none of them can do. Not one of them can ever say that I doxed them. Not one of them can ever say that I contacted anyone in their real life. Not one of them can say that I ever fucking burned them. Did I hurt their feelings at some point? Maybe. I'm sorry. Last time I checked, hurting someone's feelings doesn't mean you go real life. And you are going real life every time you say something negative about my business, whether it be YouTube, whether it be candles, whether it be fucking me spitting wooden nickels. If it's bringing money into my mouth, if it's bringing money into my children's mouth, then guess what? That's my real life. That is the exact same thing as me calling the post office. That is the exact same thing as me calling the hair salon. Doesn't matter. A job is a job. Whether you agree with it or not, or whether you think it's a job or it's not a job is not the issue. The issue is if it's my income, then it's my real life. So all these righteous do-gooders that want to, you know, rally around and be like, we're so innocent. You have no problem going real life on my income. And I don't understand why you don't see this. If you bash my business, you're going real life. It is the exact same thing as if I called the hair salon Dawn and started bashing you. It's the exact fucking same thing. And I don't know why you don't get it. And you could say, "Oh, no, it's" yes, it is. It's income. If my income is my YouTube and my income is my candles, then you bashing it with no justification, that means you're trying to hurt my income, which is the exact same thing as me contacting your job. And if you don't think it is, go see a psychiatrist because it is. Nothing irks me more than when people say, I want them off the platform. Don't watch them. Nobody is forcing you to fucking watch me. You don't like me, don't watch me. Kimberly, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I have had addresses for fucking years. I have never doxed out an address. I've never given an address. Never. Not even on a picture. Never gave an address. But they want to make me this horrible fucking person so they can hate. And again, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Red Dragon said to me when I got cancer that one of the problems with Dawn Marie's Discord and all of these other Discords is there is so much fucking hate for you. And I said, why? They said, you make people hate. And people fucking hate and they just hate. And then it makes you hate. And you just run around feeling this anger towards people. So why Michelle went right back into that, I don't know. But every time I heard that she has some issue or she did this, and I just always thought of that. I'm like saying to myself, Michelle, you're the one that told me these people harbor hate. Why are you feeding right back into it? So fast forward this morning. Actually, let me back up. The other day. What happened the other day, I had received a phone call. It doesn't matter now because Tracy said her name, even though I kept quiet because I don't do that. I don't throw names out there. Never did. Unless you piss me the fuck off, I will refer to you as your YouTube name. I don't refer to people, I mean, every once in a blue moon, but for the most part, I will refer to your name as your YouTube name. I will also and have no problem not revealing who says this, who says that, who says this, who says that. I don't give names. Never fucking have. There's a reason why I didn't give her name the other night. And that reason is I don't do that. I don't play like that. I don't need to reveal who said this, who said that, unless you're personally involved. Tracy gave her name out today. I don't know why, but she did. But I still feel uncomfortable saying it, so I won't. So someone texted me screaming at the top of their fucking lungs how I told somebody or I told Tracy that um that this person was involved in the CPS call. And that never came out of my mouth ever. So I text Tracy, "Did you say this? Because I never fucking told you this." And then she said, "No, that's not what I said. No, you never told me that." So this morning, she not only gives this person's name, which I don't know why she did, But then she's like, "Well, I'm not involved in it." Yeah, you are involved in it. But the one question that I wanted an answer to that nobody seems to be able to give me, why did this even come up the other day? Why would this person get this info the other day? This shit happened years ago. It was whistleblown a year ago. Why are these people talking about it now? And nobody wants to give me a fucking answer. I've asked multiple people and I can't get a fucking answer. So when Tracy said this morning, "Oh, I'm not involved and I don't watch Laura," fuck you, Tracy. Because yes, you are involved. And yes, you were obviously talking to somebody about this because this person wouldn't have fucking called me and told me what the hell you allegedly said. So you can't sit there and say that you're not involved when you are. And why did it come up all of a fucking sudden a year later? That's what I want to know. And why everything is so fucking secretive when it's about me is even more fucked up. And I never realized, like, Tracy's like, and I'm not in any groups to talk about. Tracy, you sat right along with them for like a year and a half, bashing me and bashing me and bashing me. I'll talk to you behind the scenes and then you'll go on your live and you'll be like, I don't watch her. I can't like her. I'm sorry that you're that fucking fake that you gotta placate your fans that they don't know how many times we've spoke behind the scenes in a friendly manner. But whatever. I don't do fake. I can't do fake. If someone doesn't like someone, I'm sorry you don't like them. But I do. I'm not embarrassed or afraid or anything to say if I fucking like someone, even if that person is giving me money. I can't do that kind of fucking fake. And it's okay. Like, there are people that I speak to on the flip side of this. There's ex Patreons, ex mods that I still speak to that I understand where they're at. I understand their own moral compass will not allow them to, you know, be support me financially per se based on the CPS call. I'm totally fine with that. Totally fine. Whether it be emotional, but you could still have a friendship. There was one of them that left the day this all went down. There were other feelings that were involved. I still speak to her. We had a long talk about the real reason she left, and that was just um the nail in the coffin. But you could be friends with someone and not support them financially. You know what I mean? And that's where some of them are at. I've known him for years and we still have a friendship. And that's okay too. You get to know people. I mean, she was with me for years. And that's okay too. But you know what? She's not fucking fake either. And I've dealt with this with some people for a long fucking time where they're fake and they pretend, "Oh, we hate her," and blah, 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 and then they'll text me behind the scenes or they'll talk behind the scenes, and it's fucking ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. And I just don't I'll never be that person. I will never be that fake ass fucking bitch who has to pretend to be one thing, and then behind the scenes, I'm somebody else. Fuck you. Literally, fuck you. I'm sorry that your buddy Sunnyside doesn't like me. Ask me if I fucking care. I don't. But I I've also been told, "You've said some of the most vile shit I've ever heard on YouTube." Well, then you're not listening hard enough because many fucking people have said hella worse than I ever have. Hella worse. And I'm not doing a comparison. I know that I've said some vile things. Hey, Yarn. I know that I've said some vile fucking things. And you'll never hear me deny that. But again, I'm not a fake ass bitch. If I said it, I own it. Sometimes I may not remember something, and once it comes out, I'll be like, "Oh shit, I did say that." And that's it. And it is what it is. But I see so many fucking people deny, 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 deny. I ain't fucking denying shit. I'll own everything I ever said and did. Do I forget sometimes? Yeah, of course. Am I gonna remember some from 5 fucking years ago? No, most likely not. But the fact that anybody is even pulling something up from 5 years ago, thinking that they got me on something, that they don't have me on shit. I've never done anything to these people. I've never been malicious towards them. I have all their fucking info. I've never dropped anything. So please tell me how I'm so fucking horrible. Please tell me how getting your fifis hurt has caused years of such emotional fucking trauma to you. Trust me, I am not that fucking important. If 3 years has gone by and you are so emotionally fucking damaged from me, I don't care if it was a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and you are so fucking emotionally damaged from me, you need psychological help, and there's nothing anyone on YouTube can do for you, and I mean that. And for those of you that I had a more close personal relationship with, all you have to do is fucking reach out and we could talk. And those of you that know who you are. If you think I'm not talking about you, I'm probably not. If you think I am talking about you, then I probably am. And that so we're clear, the original Facebook group, you know who you are. Well, maybe not the original. Yeah, the original. Except Math Kitty, because she's still with me. But seriously, if if I hurt you so badly that you can't get over it for all these years, when I didn't dox you, I didn't contact any family members, I didn't do anything to you, this is all about you getting your feelings hurt. And if that's what caused 3 years, 2 years, 4 years of pain and suffering, then I apologize. But please go get the help you deserve, because nobody on YouTube, and I mean nobody, should make you hate someone that you go out of your way to push and push and push them to the point that you're making videos about them and you're making fake accounts about them. And that's not normal. When I troll in a joking way. I don't troll with anger or hate. I'll troll just, hey, you look beautiful today. I mean, I've joined memberships under troll accounts. You just taught me that? Nadia. Nadia taught me how to troll. She did. She taught me how to be funny. Don't be fucking mean. Don't be an asshole. Just laugh about it. And that's how I've trolled. I don't harbor hate towards anybody. Even WOG, I don't harbor hate towards. Well, maybe a little. But even the ones that I do harbor hate, you don't see me fucking running around talking about them. You don't see me going in chats talking about them. You don't see me fucking do anything with them. I closed the door on them and I walked away. Even the ones that burned me. I closed the door and I walked away. I don't watch them. I don't listen to them. I don't talk about them. And it's not because I couldn't, but there's no reason to. If there's something fun to talk about, like QB, center, whatever. If there's something interesting for me to talk about, I'll talk about it. But for the most part, I close the door on it. I don't care. So I really do hope these people go get psychological help for all this fucking hate you have towards me. And again, I'm accessible. If you have this much fucking hate towards me for absolutely no reason and you're not a fucking liar like Tony New York, then just fucking reach out to me. I'm more than willing and capable of having a conversation. Like when I got cancer, Michelle reached out. I to this day, I don't know what changed. To this fucking day. I don't know how we went from talking great on July 4th to August 1st, she fucking hates my guts and blah, blah, blah. I have no fucking clue what changed. None at all. And I would say out of all of that crew, I was closest with Michelle, Red Dragon. And even after she left, I did not know that she harbored this anger towards me. Like I said, we spoke on July 4th. We had a great conversation. I wished her mom well. I I have no idea what changed. None at all. But somehow by August, she fucking hated my guts. And that's why I think Tara had something to do with that, but that's neither here nor there. Doesn't even fucking matter. Point being, you're right, I'm not the boogeyman. Point being, I don't harbor anger towards her or anybody. Life is too short. I don't harbor hate to any of these fucking people. Even though so many people won't even fucking comment in my lives because they're gonna get heat. They're gonna No, Purple Rain, totally different person. She's another one. She fucking harbors hate forever. Uh, Red Dragon, I think, is Purple Iris, I think, in Discord. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. But no, not Purple Rain. Purple Rain's another one. She fucking hates me because of WOG. You can have him, girl. But I don't know. These people just, I don't get why they have all this fucking hate. I've never done anything to them other than I may have hurt their feelings or said something that they didn't like. But some of them, I like Dawn Marie, Janelle. What the fuck are you so mad at? I think the only one I ever yelled at was Huck. Okay, Huck. I yelled at you on a live. And you hate me. Why? Because I yelled at you on a live? Like I just don't get it. I don't. Well, that's more wispy in that crew, but I agree with that. I wish I could remember what the fuck Sinner said about her because it was so brilliant. So brilliant. And I forgot. They ain't let the dogs in. Hold on. Why do I feel like I live here by myself? I'll be right back. Let me let the dogs in. That's what I'm saying, Criminal Med. Why are they so emotionally involved? Why do they care so much? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Hey, Willow. said we were on tornado watch. It's not even fucking, it's not even windy out. She claims she has chronic kidney. I've not seen her since morbid. No longer trolls. I thought she passed away. She claimed nothing could be done. It's been more than who? Oh, Purple Rain. She usually hangs out and make a mobster stream. No, I've seen her within the year, I think. Now, I think someone would have known if she would have passed. Willow, that is my point. That is my exact fucking point. There is not enough to warrant that much of my time. And some of them spend day after day after day. Laura, 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 Laura. Let's find more ways to hate Laura. Let's find more ways to go after Laura. Let's, do troll accounts. Let's fuck with Laura's life. Let's fuck with Laura's real life. Let's follow Laura over to Reddit. Let's talk about something that's not even true, but let's just follow her everywhere. That's not fucking normal. I am not that important. And for anyone that thinks I'm that important, you need psychological help. Because I can assure you, during the day, I'm not thinking of you guys. I'm thinking of wood. I'm thinking of candles. I'm thinking about business. And then at night, or I'm thinking about Karen Reed, but I'm thinking about current supporters, not past supporters. And if that makes me an evil fucking witch because I'm not sitting there crying to you guys, then so be it. I own that. And that's not me being narcissistic. That's me in the now. I don't live in the past. And I'm sorry that some of you guys live in the past. I don't. Like I said, if you hate me, hate me. I'm okay with it. If you don't want to support me, but you want to be friends, I'm okay with that too. Obviously, if I've known you for a long time. But, it's not, and I said this the other night too, it's not about a personal thing with me. This affected every aspect of my life. This affected money for my kids. This affected with when there was no reason to even fucking out it in the first place other than you got mad because I, said something to Jonesin when it had to do with totally different scenarios. But because I said something on Jonesin, this is the last time I'm ever even going to discuss this fucking CPS shit. So lean in. Nothing came of it. That's like the 4 other calls that I got for CPS. The ones that, for me, I didn't give a fuck about those. I mean, I did at the time. But looking back, none of them mattered. Just like MM's call didn't fucking matter. Nothing came of it. It just doesn't matter. The second call that I got, the one where they accused Phoenix, that one stuck with me. And even though nothing came of it, it was fucking the most disgusting thing in the whole wide world. And I spoke about it, and I will continue to speak about it. So that's when I went on Jones and it was comparing the two. And that's the type of I didn't bring up the other 4 calls because the other 4 calls were meaningless. Just like MM's was fucking meaningless. Nothing came of it. It meant nothing. Nothing changed in her life for 4 years. She would have never known about it. It was pointless. But you felt the need to turn my world upside down over something that didn't affect your life at all. It had nothing to do with you guys. Hold on. and nothing came of it. Nothing happened to MM. There was absolutely no fucking point in anybody, um, going to MM and telling her and blah, blah, blah. Hey, Rad, but at the end of the day, you fucked my real life over something that had nothing, no consequence, no nothing. And people ran around saying, "Oh, you tortured the child." Nothing happened. The kid fucking doesn't even fucking remember. Big deal. An authority figure questioned him for 5 minutes. Give me a fucking break. It was YouTube that made it into something it wasn't. And again, if it was so traumatizing, she wouldn't have spoke about me for the following 4 fucking years. So stop with the, "Oh, it was so traumatic." That's a bunch of fucking bullshit. Thank you, Willow. And you know what? Me and like one other person are the only ones that 2 people that said something about it. And Willow, I totally agree with you. Calling a kid a fuck stick might garner a bit of attention. I totally agree. But all these righteous do-gooders don't say anything about that. They're too busy worrying about me. Anything to detract from that. That's another thing. Have I ever called any of their kids anything? No. Have I ever fucking even mentioned their kids? No. Some of them don't have kids, but still. I've never fucking talked about their kids. I never mentioned their kids. I've never done fucking anything. Um, Willow, believe me, almost nobody has said anything. Everyone's like too fucking scared to say something. I don't know what it is, but too fucking scared to say something. And then I want to talk about this real quick. All these people that are touting how great they did for uh the live stream. You know, Britney's right about something. They raised all this money bashing fucking Britney. How much did they personally donate? Because you know what I can say for me and Marissa? We're the only 2 people in this community who raised money and took it out of our pockets. I donated, I think, over $5,000 out of my own pocket. Marissa, thousands out of her own fucking pocket. So and it wasn't bashing anybody. We did it for good causes. And for me, if you're new, all the receipts are somewhere on my community post or on a live. I posted every receipt. So there was never a mistake that I didn't do it. Did it on a live, posted the receipts right on my community wall. Never question. I mean, it was what it was. But not one of these fucking people have went ahead and donated their own fucking money. For real. JP, let me explain some. It doesn't even matter. Nothing happened. Nothing came of it. It didn't mean anything. Her kid is not fucking traumatized because if he was, she wouldn't still be talking about me. She has talked about me every time she goes live for 5 fucking years. Shit that was said to the father, big fucking deal. And to be honest with you, I don't even fucking remember what I said. I said it in the heat of a moment because she wouldn't shut the fuck up. But then she continues to talk about me for the next 4 or 5 years. Come on, JP. Give me a fucking break. And again, nobody knows what they'll do at their breaking point. Nobody. Nobody. When you're at a breaking point and you just want it to stop, you don't know what you're going to do. It's very fucking easy for people um to say what they're going to do and to, be all righteous You don't know what you're gonna do. You don't know when you're at a breaking point. Because 'cause I've heard people say, "You come after my kids, and I'm gonna fucking do this, and it's all, all well in love and war and blah, 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 blah." And you know what? You just don't know. That's what I'm saying. I have 0 sympathy for MM. No, MM is makeup mobster. 0 sympathy. She doesn't shut the fuck up. So if anyone wants to say how traumatized she was, if that was the case, then you wouldn't talk about me at all. And the people in her group wouldn't talk about me at all because they'd be like, "Oh, she's a loose cannon. She's going to call again, blah, blah, blah." They know damn fucking well that I was at a breaking point. Plain and simple. And again, it was almost 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Everyone else cries if you bring up something they did 2 years ago, let alone 5 years ago. I was a different person 5 years ago. And I'm honestly sick and fucking tired of hearing, "Well, you said disgusting shit." Big fucking deal. Big deal. You can't compare that. You literally I have no idea. I've never watched Do JP. I honestly don't know. JP, I wouldn't talk about slow ones when it took you 3 years to finally discover who Queen Bee really was. So I don't think I would you have a right to say who's slow, but we're not gonna go there. Just saying. Because I am the only one now we're gonna cycle back. I'm the only one that's held accountable for shit for 5 years ago. Nobody else is held accountable for shit that happened 5 years ago. Nobody. 5 fucking years ago. It's crazy to me. Bring up something that Queen Bee did 2 years ago. 2 years ago, and she'll flip the fuck out. And everyone in the chat, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." JP, you were more than 9 months. Stop. Your first video was me. It was like 2 years ago, I think. Either way, it doesn't matter if you were there for 9 months. Again, talk about slow. Ninny was there for years. Anyway, don't fucking matter. Point being, okay, 1 year ago. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Thank you, Kelsey. I don't care if it was a year. I don't care if it was 3 years. The point is, you don't see me bringing this up to you, do you, JP? You don't see me bringing up to you about, "Oh, well, you did this and you did that and you did this and you made this video." I don't do any of that. Why? It's in the past. I don't care. It doesn't fucking matter to me. You want to make videos? Make videos. I don't give a fuck. You made them at me. I never watched them. I don't care. It feels like it was long than a year, but either way, I don't give a shit. I never watched her. I never thought she was funny. Well, I shouldn't say I did watch one video of hers when she was leaving. And the sad part is, I never hated JP. I never got to know her, but I never hated her. Never would make videos about her because I didn't know her. I never sat down and had a conversation with her. I never talked to her personally. If I did, maybe I would have a different opinion. Don't base your opinion on someone of what someone else's opinion is. And if you've never had a conversation with me, you certainly don't know me. Just saying. But regardless, yeah, she was supposed to be funny. And Laura haters just loved it. But I'm not even going to go there because I just don't care. But that whole thing is ridiculous, Willow. I've talked about that before. It's so fucking ridiculous. Nobody doxed her children. Nobody doxed her minor children. They didn't even know I had a fight with Sinner about this. They didn't even know their names. I didn't know that the names weren't on there. How are they gonna dox someone if you don't know their fucking names? Both Sinner and Joneson both said that the names were blocked out. So how would they fucking know the names? Nobody doxed a child if they don't know the names. And how Queen Bee thinks that she got the report for that when it was clearly about Britney, I'll never understand. And I also never understand how her following doesn't fucking see it. How her following doesn't get it. Talk about a cult? Damn. She does talk more about her children's info than anyone. I'll agree with that. So now we're going to talk about the last thing I want to talk about, and that's Britney. Britney was live today. I was so close to jumping on panel, but I was like doing stuff and I didn't want to do it in the car because we know I don't have good luck in the car because I get too many fucking notifications. But wanted to say to her, so if she's listening or any of people listening, hey, Narcos, were you in Sinners Live today? He said something about Wispy that I cannot remember, and it was fucking brilliant. Brilliant. And I can't remember what it was. It was like a statement or a quote or something, and I can't fucking remember what it was. But it was so good and so on point. Ah, I gotta find it. It was so good. Whatever I name my next live, it's whatever Sinner said about Wispy, because it was so true. So this Britney stuff, it's gotta stop. Not only thank you, Rad. Thank you so much. Not only do I how do I say this? Not only do I understand where she's coming from, I've been under that attack. I know what that attack is like. I know when you're getting it from all different angles. The difference is I didn't feed into it the way she is. I enjoyed listening to her just talk about the situation, but then she started attacking Jay, and that was it. Now you're no better than them. Going on about how Jay this, Jay that. Why? Now you're just feeding the fire and, saying how Jay's crazy. Then now you're going to have Clue going live about it. Then you're going to have Queen Bee going live about it. Now you're going to have this one going live about it. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Britney, cut it off. Cut the head of the snake off. Let them say whatever the fuck they want to say. Stop feeding into it. You are going to destroy yourself. Trust me, I know. You have to ignore and move on. Let them look like the psycho assholes that they are. Because I promise you, your true supporters think that they're all psychotic. Only the ones that feed the drama want to keep the drama going. They're the ones that are telling you this, telling you that. Don't watch them and move on. Someone showed me a screenshot, perfect example. Someone showed me a screenshot of Wispy's live last night. Nothing screamed, "Pick me, pick me, pick me," more than her cover, her screenshot, her thumbnail. Perplexed, perplexed, perplexed. I laughed. Please don't show me this anymore because I don't give a fuck what she puts out. Don't care. Don't care about fucking Wispy. The girl is a joke. Absolute fucking joke. And I may even steal her time slot since she goes on at like 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what? There's a need for someone at that time slot, obviously, because she is a whole joke. I totally agree on. But her thumbnail was like, "Perplexed is ignorant, perplex," I mean, in big letters, like, it was just pick me, girl," over and over and over. Could not even believe it. I was just like, "This is fucking funny." But Britney, so I understand where Britney's at. Britney, you have to ignore it. You cannot, I know, right, D? You cannot acknowledge them. You cannot fucking, I mean, pick your battles. There are gonna be some you're gonna want to address. I totally get it. There's gonna be some that you should respond to. Totally get it. But you responding to Jay, you responding to Queen B, if you're responding to all these individual people, this is not gonna be good. You are gonna hurt yourself more than you're gonna hurt them. And by you acknowledging them and all their petty little bullshit, that's not gonna get you anywhere. It's not helping your channel. It's not, it may earn you a little money here and there, but your long-term goals, you're fucked. As far as the missing child thing, again, that was their thing. Chris Proudfoot asked them to do it. I've raised money for missing children in the past, through Facebook when I first hit 10 grand. The only reason why they did it is to get kudos on the back. Because if one did it, then they all had to do it. I believe Clue was the first one to do it. Well, everyone else was going to fucking fall in line because they had to make it look good. But meanwhile, not one of them donated a fucking thing. It was all their same supporters are the ones donating. I would love to see what they fucking donated. And that would be a big fat zero. And all they did was use drama to raise money. And Brittany was right about that. 100% right about that. It was all about drama. And let's bash Brittany for cash. But this time, instead of going to our pockets, it's going to go to the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I watched a few minutes of her live last night. And it was painful. She was going on and on, responding to all the trolls in her chat that one of her mods jumped on to tell her to stop and restart the live. Yeah, do not answer trolls. Do not just fuck. I told her that block and ignore. Plain and simple. Or do what I'm doing now. Troll comes in here, you want to say something, you're going to pay me. Otherwise, I'm not going to acknowledge you. I'm going to do what all these other people do and just fucking ignore chat. That's funny, Willow. See, I don't watch Clue enough to know. I liked her for a minute, but no, not anymore. I can't. That's what I'm saying. She feeds right into it. She fucking, it's just not, it's not productive. And Brittany, I don't know how many times I could tell you this. And like I said, I really was going to jump on panel. And I thought about next time she's on, like during the day and it's not late at night and I have time, I will go on and tell her, stop feeding them. Because fuck them. It has nothing to do with them. You became a target. Betty never fed into it. So all the channels that went after Betty, they eventually got bored. They eventually felt like, you know what? We can't keep going after Betty because she's not responding. and we gotta move on. And that's what happens. So if you stop feeding into it, then they end up looking stupid. Look at Justin. You know why they don't continue to go after Justin? Because Justin fucking ignores them. Justin don't give a fuck. He ignores them and he moves on. And he just continues to do his thing. Although I don't know if he's been on lately. I haven't seen him come on. Dolly's another one. Look at Dolly. Dolly pretty much ignores the haters and ignores the trolls. You don't see people talking about Dolly. Dolly tanked his channel for a minute, and when he was responding, and I guess PJ got him stop responding, and his channel does fine. I'm telling you, Janessa, but I don't think she's gonna listen. I really don't. She's just way too into the hate, the drama, she thinks it's a good thing, but she's not a drama channel. And that's what she's missing. She had a true crime audience and she's pissing it away for drama. Drama that won't sustain. Clue is a hell of an entertainer. Her numbers alone show the majority of people are fraudulent moral outragers pretending to give a shit. Once they realize no one really cares. Well, think about it. What did she do? Where'd she get her audience from? Queen Bee. Thank you, Criminal Med. I'm assuming that's you, Criminal Med. And only because you just asked for the Venmo. So I'm assuming it's you. She may not listen. Uh, I'll try. You think it's steering an audience? I don't see it like that, Willow. I think that she just has a bunch of morons. The same morons that are in Queen Bee's chat. And I'm sorry, but to me, they're fucking morons. They need acceptance. They need I mean, if you watched, what's her name? Um, Unsupervised Maniac's video, what Clue said and what Queen Bee has said is fucking vile. And yet Clue's audience doesn't give a shit. That just tells me everything I need to know about Clue's audience. And it's the same thing when it was Betty. It's all it is bash, bash, bash. Are there not missing kids? Are there not two huge trials going on right now? Either a third one about to start in August. There's some big things going on in true crime. They have a big audience. Why aren't they using it? Talk about Karen Reed. Talk about fucking Diddy. Britney does not weigh more than them. To make Britney more important than what's going on with P. Diddy or what's going on with Karen Reed is insane to me. If I had that fucking audience, you bet your ass I would be fucking talking about one of these trials. I don't have that audience, thanks to certain whistleblowers, but I don't have that audience. The audience that I do have want a combination of everything. They just want to know what's going on in the community. So nobody should be intimidated to Criminal Med. Nobody. It's YouTube. Because here's the other thing, and this is what I have a hard time understanding. So allegedly, now I'm a real lifer, allegedly. I'm a CPS caller, blah, 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 blah. So one would think that that would be what's intimidating, right? But the righteous do-gooders who allegedly don't do anything behind the scenes, they're the ones people are afraid of. Please make it make sense. Because I know there's somebody around here that Savage is close to who is a true real lifer. Everyone knows it. It's not a secret. He's not really around here, but he is a true real lifer. And a lot of people stay away from him for that reason. So you would think that if someone is a true real lifer that you think is so horrible, you're going to stay the fuck away from them and you're going to be intimidated by them. But somehow in this community, it works opposite. Somehow in this community, people are so afraid of people who allegedly do nothing, but are not scared to go after somebody that allegedly is such a real lifer. You can't make logic in this because there is no fucking logic. It just goes to show how fucked up this community truly is turned into. Isaac. I'm talking about Isaac. I have no qualm saying it. It's no secret that Isaac is a fucking real lifer and a scary one at that. Guy has no bounds. And people are afraid of him for good reason. I remember Yarn when she thought that Isaac was going to come after me. She messaged me. She was really worried. I said, I'm fine. Trust me, I'm fine. But I love her for that. She really was afraid that I don't trust this guy. This guy is, I don't want anything to happen to you or your kids. He's a real lifer. That's what happens when people are real lifers. You legit are afraid, and your supporters are afraid. So when I hear all these people run their mouth about how I'm a real lifer and I've done this and then you would shut the fuck up. If you really truly believe that I was this horrible real lifer, you would be intimidated and you wouldn't fuck with me. But you know that's not true. You know that I'm not a fucking real lifer. You know that I'm not that person that all these fucking idiots have turned me into, or you would be intimidated. Why are people scared of Savage? Because she's a real lifer. Someone has a mouth? Who gives a fuck? Who cares if someone has a mouth online? But people get scared when someone goes to fuck with their real life. You show up here, be a man, leave your camera off, take your shot. Better believe I will. You were afraid for me, I know. That's what made me think of it, Yarn. What's Burgundy's genre? Makeup mobster. My mic kicked out. Sorry. Hold on. Dogs are pain in the butt. All right. So, but you know what I'm saying though? Someone that's a real Come on, Winston, why you keep kicking my cord out? But call? I don't have a call. I don't know what call is, Miss Blue. It's never too late, Criminal Men. But Willow, that's not even my point. My point is that people portray somebody in a certain light. They want to make somebody into something that they may not be. And everyone just runs with it. Everyone just goes with it. You're another 2 where are you now? I mean, you don't have to dox yourself, but I travel. Miss Blue, I don't think I caught your first half a sentence. No, I don't see it. I don't see your first half. Yeah, I know you are, Criminal Man. I know where you live. But you know what I'm saying, though? People just oh, I was gonna do a show in MS. It was in Paluca, I think? Not Paducah, Kentucky. Pinoco? It was somewhere in Mississippi. Start with a P. Come to Arizona? Hell no. Too hot. You say it's like 110 fucking degrees there. No, thank you. Yes, Pontotoc. That's it. There was some kind of show there. Yeah, I think it was a peach festival, maybe? I do. I think it was the peach festival. Hey, Marie. Oh, are you really? No shit. Yeah, there's a peach festival, I think, coming up. No, it has not rained for 3 weeks. It's only rained on weekends. During the week, it's been fine. Once Friday comes, it starts to rain. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, I'm almost positive that it was the peach festival. Because I was like, "Do I wanna go to Mississippi?" And I think it was like a 2-hour drive. That's why I won't book any outdoor festivals right now. It's just raining too much. I've lost so much money so far, it's, like, ridiculous. Oh, I will, Moofies. But, like, right now, I'm so scared to book anything because I've already lost so much money in, like, fares. Is it that long? I coulda sworn it was, like, 2.5 hours, but you might be right. I don't know. There's nothing by me, really. I'll look down by Willow. Willow has some good festivals by him. Mm. Um, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to get off my chest. Hell no, I'm not going to Wisconsin. People go missing there. There's some crazy people there. There's so many restaurants opening. I don't know. All these stores are closing, but restaurants keep opening. By the way, if anyone wants to invest in real estate, I have the place. There's like this broken down house on the main highway. It looks like it was trashed, and it's got 2 doors. So I don't know if it's like a sublet, but I said to Sage, "That would make the perfect candle studio. That would make the perfect store where it's located, everything, but it would needs, like, a lot of work. Like, you would have to probably gut the whole thing, but I'm sure it has a bathroom." I was like, "I could just envision that." I would paint it colorful, but I don't know what the building costs, but it's probably need a couple $100,000, but I want it so badly. So if anyone wants to buy me a house, let me know. If anybody wants an investment, let me know. It's like 5 minutes from my house too. And every day I pass it every day and I'm like, "All right, nobody bought it yet. Nobody bought it yet." I wish I could find it on Zillow, but I don't think it's on there. I mean, it's really like run down. Yes, that's true, Amber. That is true. Good point. I can reconstruct it myself. Good point. Bye, Yarn. Let me see. Uh, let's see. Mm, there's something for 95,000. I don't know if that's it though. No, it looks like a home. Oh. Uh, I don't see it. Damn, none of them are even showing houses. You know what though? I wonder. Hold on. I have an idea. I wonder if it's on Street View. Here it is. This is it. I just found it. There it is. You got plenty of parking. You're right next to a church. Gut the whole thing, redo the whole thing. Tell me you would not make the perfect fucking candle studio. Like, I live around this corner. But tell me that wouldn't be awesome. And then you have all the houses right down here. You have a church next door. You have another church across the street. But look at all this parking you would have. It's perfect. I just think it'd make the perfect candle studio. Yeah, I live down here. You can get there behind here. But it's like perfect. It's right off the road for traffic. You just come down the road, hit both churches, and then boom. It's perfect. But I don't know how much it is. Let me look. But I also don't know how much work needs to be done. Oh, wait, there's no way. They want 350,000 for that. No fucking way. They do. They want 350,000 for that. Are they insane? It's almost 2 acres. So you're never gonna get 350,000 for that. That's insane. That's crazy. I don't know where there's 2 acres, though. I really thought it would be, like, 50,000. Where are there 2 acres? Oh, I guess all the woods? I guess all the woods are yours? That's weird. Yeah, but what land? You'd have to knock out all this wood. There's a fence right there. Where is this 2 acres? Oh, it's not the church. Well, I didn't think it would be that much. Yeah, but even so, it they gotta be talking about this woods. Unless this is broken down to, like, 3 different houses, 3 different apartments, then I can see it. For $350,000 for this fucking shithole? No way. I mean, it's all rotted. All this is rotted. This is like, you have to redo the entire thing. I can't believe they want $350,000. Current zoning allows 2 1/4 residential units per acre. See attached document. Excellent location for the heart of Madison, about 100 yards from a new IGA grocery store that's closing. New restaurant and retail center planned for corners of Gillespie and Waltriana. What? Why are they putting a restaurant on the corner? There's nowhere to even put it. What retail center? It's fucking residential. That's crazy though. 350,000? Now I'm mad. But it's totally a residential area. Hold on. I mean, you could see it's all residential. Oh, unless they mean here. Maybe that's where they're putting I mean, it's all residential. Where you putting a fucking restaurant? Maybe here? This is Waltran and Gillespie. Oh, maybe there? No, it's apartments. There's a coffee house. Used to be a meth house. They're closing. Oh, maybe here because they're closing it. I live right down here. That's crazy. I don't know where they're putting a restaurant. It's all residential. That's so weird. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's saying it's zoned, but where? This is the corner. There's residential this way. There's residential this way. And I live down here. It's all residential. This house, they want like 1,900 a month. I was like, hell no. This place, I was telling Sage today, this farm, they have the cutest mini cows. Oh, I don't care. I live right in here. I've doxed my house. My house is so easy to dox. All you have to do is look me up. But they do. They have the cutest little mini cows. I drive by all the time. This is my development. I mean, I'm like in and around, but that's my development. Yeah, you can find my address so easily online. But you see what I'm saying? No, it's all residential. Where are they putting a fucking restaurant and zoning for business? It's so weird. Yeah, I was talking to Sage today, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, the cows are so cute. She's like, Mom, really? I said, really? Thank you, Kelsey. This was a meth house. And then they blew it up or something and they tore it down and made a coffee house. But this is the corner they're talking about. Where are you putting a retail center? Unless they do it here, which would be fucking weird. I don't know. It's just strange. More residential. Then you got the church. But how cool would it be if you drove by and this was a candle store painted like pink and stuff? Like baby pink. Just gut the whole thing. Knock out these trees. Extend the parking lot or work with the church. It'd be perfect. Absolutely perfect. But I don't have like a $500,000, so yeah, right next to a church. We'll get goat yoga, mini cows. Exactly. But seriously, how fucking awesome would that be? But now that I know it's like $350,000, you would definitely need like 600,000. And I don't have 600 grand. I'm telling you, I thought it would be like 100,000. But I wouldn't make it. I don't even know if it could be zoned for business. Pray about it. Trust me, God's not giving it. You need a new roof. You need to gut the whole thing. You need brand new siding. So much you would need. I'll build a deck myself. But yeah, I can't believe they want so much. I don't have any money. My bank account is fucking like negative $50 right now. Who am I fucking making an offer to? I need an investor. Oh, I would gut the whole thing. I would literally gut the entire thing. That's what I'm saying. You would need at least 150,000 to gut it. Roofs are expensive. Structurally, it may need help too. But it looks like it's definitely 2 different apartments. You would need a whole new deck, a whole new everything. I just can't believe they want 350,000 for it. That's true. You could sell 1.75 acres. I don't even see where the acres are. I really don't. I guess you can knock this out. Knock the whole thing out, make a parking lot. I don't know, I just see it, I'm like, "That would make such a good candle studio." So if anyone's rich and wants an investment, let me know, we'll talk. Let's talk. You would need new windows. Cross street's a church and a house. That's a house. It's a backyard. I don't know what's up with their fence, but that's a backyard. And then that's a church, and there's a church. It's really ideal location. Click on the map and list and expand it and click on lot lines. What do you mean? What lot lines? Level underdeveloped, high visibility, high traffic. Additional structures, detached building. Tax assessed value 66,000. What does that mean? Annual tax amount 933. So they assessed it at only 66,000? Is that what that means? Off 25K, no inspections? Map right there, top right corner icon. Which one? This one? This one? Oh, lot lines. There you go. It doesn't even show much. Now click on it. Oh, I see. So it goes all the way back, right? Then why does it just have this square? Whoop. So it does go all the way back. It's still not worth $350,000. I think it's worth 60,000. I did zoom in. As far as it'll zoom. I can't zoom anymore. It's so weird though that it goes right to the back of houses. Oh yeah, it looks like it goes far back. But they never took out all these woods. Like look at all the room the church owns. You might be right, Willow. But look how much they own already. That's crazy. That's a lot of land. Still not worth $350,000 though. I would never pay that. I mean, you even as a house, you have all that land and it's just woods in the back. But I see a big parking lot. I'm telling you, every time I pass it, it's all I think about. How cool that would look as a candle studio. But if there's churches and um it's gotta be zoned for business, right? You can clear the woods in the back and build a huge house. That's true too. Unless it's own no, I wouldn't say it's zoned for commercial. But you see what I'm saying, though? It's got so much potential. Every time I drive by, I'm like, "I want that house. I wanna knock it down and turn it into a candle studio." Agriculture zone. What does that mean? I don't know anything about that. Agriculture zone meaning you could farm? It's normally farmland. Oh, no shit? Oh, I can have mini cows. You need a license for that? I didn't know that. Mini cows are expensive. Heat? Does that mean it's been flooded? Who's taking care of the cows when you're away? I'm running a business. I can't be away. I'll have you come do a criminal med. Means water will stand there when it rains. All right, so the woods. They got a pool. I'm gonna jump in. Is it in a floodplain? I don't know. Here's where it is. And it says this is all flood. But it says minimal 1 out of 10 flood factor. No floods at this property since 2001. Yep. 3 large wildfires within 20 miles since 1984. Projected 0. 60 severe windstorms since 1984. Unhealthy air days unlikely to increase. Number of days per year above 106 will increase by 86% over the next 15 years. Ouch. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it's got double that because you could tell it's 2 units. They said you could have, what was it, 2 units per 1 acre? Yeah, it allows 2.5 units per acre. See attached R1A. I don't know what that is. It went up $51,000. I don't know why. It's been on the market for like a year. Maybe they should lower it? Has no basement. Tax assessed value. Isn't that what it's worth? Is 66,000? Isn't that what tax assessed value is? Criminal med, they give it to me for $10. I still don't have it. Yeah, they raised it. Sold in 2017 for $70,000. Then they sold it right after that, 6 months later for $250,000, and it's sold. 2 years later, they took a hit. Sold. Then they jacked it up. Yeah, it's way overvalued. Personally, I don't think they're ever gonna sell it. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They haven't done anything. They're trying to sell. I mean, yeah, that's around the corner, and that's 320. That's cheaper, and that's 4-bedroom, 1,800 square feet.
Hey, I'm heading out.
Where are you going?
The gym?
Oh, it's a why you keep going to the gym at 11 o'clock at night?
Because it's always empty and it's just better.
Who are you going with?
Aiden, Braden, and Nick, who I always go with.
All right. Be safe.
I will. Come on now.
The only kid I know goes to the gym at fucking 11 o'clock at night. Why are you bothering me? Then we should just have a candle shop farm. Exactly. But you know what I'm saying, though? I mean, look what you can get for the same money. That's crazy. That's insane. You can live here. Much nicer. Stop, dog. All right. The dog is bugging me. No, he's got a girlfriend. He's in love. She's always on her phone. I said, why is she always on her phone? Then I'm like, all right, I was a 17-year-old girl once too. Going to the gym. I'm going to heal for eating pistachios at midnight. Ouch. Get us some RV hookups. I'm telling you, I'm trying. That's on my hit list. Is an RV. Right, right, Pookie? Right, Pookie? Sorry, I'm going to get off. She's a pain in the ass. She wants love. Love, love. All right, I'm going to go try to eat some more of my soybean special. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for everything. Willow, it was great seeing you. I will see you guys later tomorrow. I still have candles to get ready to send out. And I got to finish Sage's table, and I will show you guys when it's done. Priority hookups. I'll move my camper. You have a camper? I'm so jelly. I need a camper. I want a camper. And now I'm learning how to do the inside, so I won't even need to worry about that because I could design it myself. Oh, you live in a camp? I'm so jelly. I told Sage I was going to buy one. As soon as Dayton goes to college, buy me an RV. Right? And we're going to travel. Me and you. Me and you, Karma. And Winston. Don't worry, Buko. You'll be gone. All right. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. And have a wonderful night. Peace. What? Hold on. I'm getting off. Killer.